faithfuls and beloveds. So, as you can see, we're out and on the road for a little bit. It was nice. And yeah, see what I mean about the helicopters? They just, wherever we go, there they are. Whether there's a legitimate reason behind it or not, who knows anymore. But, yeah, that never happened to us before. I mean, of recent times, yes, it has. That's why we've been saying before the accident. Maybe for about a year and a half prior to the accident, we were noticing that. I'm like, what is going on? That's really strange. So, yeah, we took note of it. So anyway, what I'm talking about, and my husband, he's not very talkative lately. I don't blame him. We're going through a lot here. Is about this whole thing. We are Christians who are artists. We don't do Christian art. We're artists who are Christians, let's put it that way. And of course our faith will filter into our work. But so what? It doesn't mean that I all of a sudden want to fleece the flock and start making money off of that. You know, people can make money off of a ministry, but we see it as a ministry of the heart and not a legitimate ministry like Rubans Rouges Dance, Red Ribbons, everything that we do. We don't want to, and I was realizing that people were trying to lump us in there because it made them feel better. They didn't feel as competitive. Oh good, she's not a threat because she's different. She's a Christian, and put her someplace over there. But, you know, I'm not okay with that. I don't want to be over there. I don't want to be in the Christian thing. I just want people to know that is my faith. But, you know, Judaism, it's all my faith. And there are a lot of people who are Jewish who are able to work in the entertainment industry and make all kinds of films, whether they're provocative or not. And see, that's the thing too. A lot of the stuff we do is very provocative, and that's not fitting for a Christian ministry. A lot of secularists who are running and controlling the world, trying to do all these things to us and fit us into these things and pockets and categories, they don't understand. They're acting like legalistic, I don't know what, but they have no clue as to what we're trying to do or what we are doing. I shouldn't say trying to do, we're doing it, it's just that they keep suppressing us. I have no interest, and neither does my husband. We have too much baggage. That's another thing too. We're being brutally honest. Let God be glorified and let people know. I'm not going to be ashamed of the gospel or Christ, but neither do I want that as my career, because the Bible is very clear about fleecing the flock and not doing that. So I can't do that. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. And it doesn't mean to say that I wouldn't want Christians as part of our audience. But, you know, like I said, religious I am not. Boring, I don't even know what to do with that. And you're not going to get that. You will get a sense of spirituality. And that's what I've been seeing too. Even before the accident, we were being vetted and people trying to place us into categories and saying, okay, we're going to have to do something. I'm pretending to be the they again. Wait, where's my little red hat? Hold on. Where is all my little croppage? Here we go. So remember the little red hat, the they, right? And the little 5 fingers that I was showing you in the other series. You know, so they're trying to say, where do we put them? They're going to have to be put someplace at this point. No, we'll take care of that. Thank you very much. And we've made secular films. Yeah, that happens too when they do a sound check up there. Because if they can hear it come through our unit into their unit, any noise, then they can register the levels a certain way. Like I said, we still are filmmakers, and it's a little trick that you use. Very annoying, huh? But I'm recording this and it's going to go live, so if they use anything, you guys can see it for yourselves. What was I saying? Yeah, I mean, vetting us, trying to put us in different places, I'm like, we're not interested in that. Or maybe we will at some time go back to just Christian ministry, but I don't think so. I don't think so. For what? Why? There are people who got that covered, and some of them, actually more and more that I've been looking and seeing, they're not even real born again Christian. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want people mistaking that. Plus, I dance, and look at what I wear. I don't think God's upset with it, but I wouldn't want to have to keep explaining that. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't work for us. So, I really don't appreciate that Christianity has been politicized, and those, Judaism and all these religions. It's like C.S. Lewis, Tolkien. These people were Christians, but they didn't. C.S. Lewis did write Christian-specific things on those themes, and I do occasionally too. I have my books and things, but if you look at my dances, they're not Christian dances. They're not anti-Christian either, but I have my issues with the religions and stuff. You've seen Red Ribbons. You know what happened to me. The Catholic patron saint pinned to my diaper, underwear, whatever it was. Sorry. It's very disturbing and distracting, all the noise, and I can't focus. So why bother? I'm really turned off by it myself. I just not interested. We've tried going to so many different churches, and I'm like, oh brother, these people there too. I'm done. We haven't forsaken the fellowship of the saints. We gather and we do our own little thing. I'm just so done with it. I'm not like getting rid of my faith or anything like that. I'm talking about the church. And, keep going to church, guys. It's great, but it's not working for us. We keep finding the churches that we go to ending up in states of apostasy. I can't intermingle my heart with that. So we keep things very, very separate. And we like to keep other things separate from our work and what we do professionally. So, if people are having a problem with it, you can ask us to explain. Maybe we'll do a disclaimer on our websites, but, it's a ministry personally in the heart. Our businesses are not Christian businesses. We wouldn't put them in a Christian directory, and then they would go to our site and see me half naked, because that's what we're dancing in. That's what goes with the territory. I'm not doing anything disgusting or vile or something where the Lord would just have a problem with it. But, some Christians might, and I don't want to mislead anybody. So, I understand it. If you guys do or don't, I don't know. You might have been around a lot of uncool, legalistic Christians who would say, oh no, you've got to dress marm-like and all that. Stop. That's not what it's about. And it's also not about being how can I say it? Meat sacrificed to idols. God says, if it bothers you, don't do it. It's the same thing. There's a lot of freedom. Just don't sin. So for some people, eating the meat sacrificed unto idols would be sin. For me, I don't know. It's kind of gross to me thinking about that. It's perfectly good meat though, right? I would have a problem with it probably. But see, that is why I don't do exclusive Christian ministry. I'm not saying that I can't, hop in and out of it, but, it's not for me, not for my husband. Like I said, I don't really wander, but his heart wanders too much. And it's, you've heard us argue. It's not life is a bowl of cherries, or no, that's not the right. See, malapropisms. Hold on. Anyway, it's not all beautiful and lovely on this end all the time. And, if we were going to do ministry, we would want to make sure that our lives are in alignment with the Bible all the time. Look, guys, it's hard work. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of Christian ministers and ministries are not even concerned about that. We are, and we can't, in good faith, do that. But again, it's not to say that our faiths won't get intermixed and cross over into our art or be part of our inspiration. But if you look at all of my stuff, there might be a Christian message if you pull it apart enough, but there's also going to be a very secular message in it too. There's many layers to it, especially my dances. My books mention the Lord. Plus, I swear too much. You hear me all the time. And that is not a good testimony to somebody who has a Christian ministry. To be a Christian who does secular things or secular work or works in the secular industry, it's like, that goes with the territory, no big deal. But see, and that I'm not looking to give up swearing anytime soon, because that is my means of coping. No, that's not quite right. Just being me, just kind of an outlet. Better doing that than, going out and sinning or something, in the face of adversity. So there you have it. But it may be for you to, if you have a talent and you're a Christian, to just follow your heart that way. I tried, and it just, you end up getting lumped in with Christian only stuff, and it didn't work, because so many people are Christian in name only. And oh my gosh, we've had some people in our lives, in and out of our lives, and it's like, oh no, you're what? You're a Christian because you go to church? That doesn't make you a Christian. That has to happen here in your heart, and it has to be displayed in your fruit. And there is a criteria. There is an assessment test, very easy. It's in the Bible, and I ain't going to tell you what it is, because then all of a sudden these evil people will start faking it and putting that stuff into their prop-ups, right? These people say, oh, that's how you do it, so let's psych them out some more. No, but you guys who are true Christians, you know how to judge people. And yes, we are supposed to judge their fruit. It's not that hard. And that is also how we found out who the frauds were in our lives. But, just can't do it. So it's appreciated if you don't try to impose that upon us. I know a lot of people were thinking, oh, they're Christian, and this place calling themselves Christian, let's hook them up. And then we get there, we meet them, and I'm like, oh my God, not even. So, just stop with that. We can handle our own hookups and careers. We just want, these people to just stop hooking us up. Just let us do what we were doing. We were very successful on our own. We don't need this blacklisting marketing funnel thing that you keep spinning us into. Really, just back off with this already, because it's looking like interference, obstruction, and all of these things that we can list, and we're pretty sure that we'll be able to get that golden for us, not so golden for y'all. And it's just really obnoxious. Oh my God. We never asked. We never wanted anything to do with us. And then when we would get there, these people would be all fake. And then it's like, wait, what church do you go to? That's not even a Christian church. What are you talking about? But it would have like the appearance of Christianity, or the name. They would use terms from the Bible and mix it in with the name of their business or their church. And I'm like, this is worse than, it's not even a state of apostasy. It's just a fraud. It's wolves in sheep's clothing. And that's even worse than just, I don't know. We just want to be around normal people. Let us handle it though. Please, no setting us up anymore. We're kind of done with that. So I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, give us a call and we'll explain it a little bit more to you. But just let it alone, people. And no, we are not going to convert to anything else. We are not looking into disowning God or Jesus or the gospel truth, but neither do we want to be gospel singers, Christian singers. And God bless you if that's your calling. You have to be called. It is a business, but you know what? You can't intermingle the calling with truth of the gospel and then secularism. It doesn't work. We have gone through so many different attorneys or professionals that said that they were Christian and they were nice, and then they did evil things to us. So I'm like, that's not a Christian, okay? It's pretty bad. It means absolutely nothing anymore, which breaks my heart. So yeah, that is why we don't want to have anything to do with Christianity on that level. We will just keep our Lord Jesus Christ and Savior in our hearts and help people as we go along. And yeah, I just can't. Some of it's laughable and some of it's just so cringy, and other things are just so simple, and I just can't. But God bless everybody. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say about that. You can see we're on chill mode. We've been in and on the battlefield for, hold on, turn off the heater, for a long time. So we're just kind of coming off of that very slowly. And, a crash and burn usually happens because your adrenaline's going for so long. And we're all feeling it, very heavily so. And in the process of doing that, we're all kind of just not only chill, but it's really hard for us to focus and to get back on track with our lives. Not that we put ourselves in a tizzy, other people did, and they did it wrongfully, evilly so. So we have to put it back together, and we're going to make all these people that harmed us help and fix it too, because they were the ones who undid it. Really, when they left us alone and didn't try to, with everything we were doing, thwarting us, taking things away, harming us, trying to kill me and my family and all this stuff, we were doing pretty good, considering. So yeah, these people are going to now help us, whether they like it or not. We're going to get fair restitution, all of this stuff. And I'm going to be who God made me to be, and I'm going to do it on a very large scale, and nobody is going to interfere with that anymore. That, my friends, is freedom, not entitlement. I worked for it. I more than paid my dues, as you can see. Just look at everything. I guarantee you there has not been a single soul who has gone through what I have, and it doesn't make my suffering any more important than yours or any more noble. I'm just saying that as a fact. I want to sing and dance and help people, and it doesn't mean I want to be somebody's slave. And when I say help people, I get the choice to decide who I want to help, how I want to help, how I want to use my art. But these people were trying to choose for me. These people were trying to say, right, remember that whole thing, right? Go back and look at my other series. I think it's under the truth is ... I get to decide how I want to use my art, where I want to categorize myself, or if I don't want to categorize myself, the micro niche. I am a more talented person, and maybe you are too, that I don't need a micro niche. I don't need a niche. I can do whatever I want. Years ago, there were talented people who did it all. Why can't I do that too? the world didn't change. The corporations and these people decided, oh, no, you go here because that's where we feel comfortable. That's how it's going to make us and benefit us better. And then all that other stuff that's left over that you're not using, we'll just take that and put it on this person that walked in our door because you know what, that's how we're going to control that person and prop them up. I'm like, no, I'm keeping all my talents, I'm using all of them, and these corporations and all these people who did these things to it, they can stick it if they don't like it. But they're going to help, and they're going to help me get where I should have been now. Restitution. I'm getting credit. You guys are going to have to go back and everything. Characters inspired by, characters by, outline, screenplay, choreography, ideas. You know, we've been looking at a lot of films and stuff that we hadn't watched because we were too busy doing our own thing, right? And that's actually credited. I thought so. I was like, wait a minute. I've been in the industry long enough, and you know, sometimes you think, oh, maybe, you know, because you're not trying to be prideful. I wasn't trying to be prideful thinking that I knew everything. But we saw this stuff and we're like taking screenshots because it's like, wait, all these people got based on characters by, based on this person's image. You know, look at Martha Stewart and her videos. She was crediting things that she was inspired by. You're supposed to do that. Hello. Otherwise, and you're supposed to get permission too, depending on how much of an inspiration knockoff it is. And she would say, okay, we're going to do this arts and craft, and we saw this, and then that way that person got a plug too, and she would say, go buy the original, but this is for this, and I guarantee you, if it was that close, she had to get permission from that person to do that. But that person got credit, they got plugged, and you know, that I'm supposed to have that too. So now you're all going to have to go back, yeah, and re-edit stuff, because I'm going to make you. The law's going to make you. You have to go back now and put that all in there, and I'm going to get my due for everything. Everything. Because this is just unbelievably disgusting to me. Jeez, that's hatred. Oh my God. So, you know, talk to the hand, really. That's just, wow. I can't say there are no words. Obviously, I have how many? Almost 100 videos with so many words. There are plenty of words I can say, but specific ones, I don't know. How vile can you be to do that? Jeez. So now, you know, we're ramping up, and that's what's going to be. It's going to be, I get to decide. Hold on a second. 5 minutes, okay. I get to decide where I want to use my art, and I'm doing all of it. I want to entertain people. I want to entertain people with my dancing still, and singing, acting. I'm not so much interested in that. I'm so bored with that kind of stuff. Acting. I'll do it still. When the Lord puts upon my heart that, okay, now you gotta act, you gotta do this. I'm gonna represent things in my life. I'm gonna help people through my art. Okay, and if God puts it on my heart saying, you know what, humble yourself today, and you're going to go down to a park and just, you know, walk around the park and love on people and talk to them, or whatever. I want to do what I used to do. I don't want to have to be, you know, walking around the park saying, okay, is this guy one of these people propped up? And what are they going to do to me? Are they going to try to set me up? Are they trying to fish for information? Are they going to repeat words from my private conversation back to me? Okay, so all that's going to stop. And, yeah. Good Lord, people. Unbelievable. Hey, our documentary, our film, my books, dances, everything that's coming out of this suffering is just going to be so amazing. And I have my enemies to thank for it. And y'all are going to help promote it for free. Yeah, whoa. At least. That's just the beginning. Oh, yeah. I'm sure y'all know what's coming. And it's fair. That's the thing. It's either that or, you know, The law could be quite severe. You know, you all are just lucky that I'm even having that as an avenue for you all to do. That is beyond merciful and graciousness, but I think it's fitting. You messed it up, you get to fix it. You get to fix our festival that got screwed up this year. Not because of our doing. And you should also have to fix up the festival from the prior year. We tried, oh my God, we tried like good little troopers to get that going. We just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. We were so broken. I feel badly, oh God, do I feel so badly that we had to cancel that. I wish to God we didn't, looking back. I wish there was some way we could have figured it out, but we couldn't. All of this, restitution, fixing it, harm done no more to anybody, not just me, but anybody, changing of ways, things are going to be different. And I'm going to make sure it stays that way. Good Lord. Now, all of this, do you see how I'm standing up? That's a strong Christian attribute. I didn't have to start a nonprofit. I didn't have to label it as a Christian ministry. I was just a Christian, being a cool Christian, a cool person, even me, still part of the secular world too, in a sense, just being a cool person. Do you understand how that works? You really don't have to flash it around and label it and market it. You can, I would know how to do it, but I don't want to. The second I start marketing my Christianity, that's fake. That's a fraud. That's fleecing the flock, which the Lord says don't do. There's a fine line, but there's a huge difference. So, you know. So yes, I'm doing it all. My husband's doing it all. We're going to make Christian albums, I'm sure of it. But that's not all we're going to do. We don't have to be horrible people to work in the secular world. We can still maintain and retain what we believe in. Things have become so cliche and so stereotypical because people can't handle, you know, that line from that film, you can't handle the truth. Well, it's true. It is so much harder for people to accept a very well-rounded person that is just this amazing, that can do so many different things, versus marketing and placing. What is that line that the character Fox Mulder always said? But he was aiming it, coming based on the government. Oops. Hi guys. I'm so sorry. Hi beautifuls and beloveds. This is exhaustion from fighting so hard. Please, I do it, at least I do it. This means love when my words fail. That Fox Mulder character's statement, that can't be categorized, filed. It's not the government. It's the corporations. It's this that wants that. And those people are in the 7 pillars of society, which would be government, school. And they want to place you. And they're like, here, here. And they put you in the categories and they keep you there. And you can't get out. That's why you guys are having such a hard time trying to place me, because I'm all of it and I'm none of it at the same time. Nobody categorizes me. I don't even do that. We need to go back to how things used to be. Okay? And that's a facade. People say that whole thing, well, you'll have a longer career if you know your type, if you know, just stop with that already. That is so old, that's so stereotypical, and that is so cliche, and it is so boring, okay? I'm over it, you need to get over it too. That was just the easy way out, and it has become so nauseating. So, just gonna have to live with the fact that I'm doing all of these things, and I'm doing them the way I want to, and too bad if you like it or not. It's just the way it's gonna have to be. because I've lived a lot of years of my life under your rule and your ruin and your reign, and I'm done with it. And this was a part of it too. The second I gave my heart to Christ, then it was just like, okay, that makes it easy. Let's shove her here. Well, we tried that, didn't we? Remember that one church? What happened? Were these people in that church also injected into my life? What a mess that was. Oh, great material, great inspiration. And we wrote scripts based on that and did all that and sent it in to be in the copyright office, and all of a sudden we see a knockoff. That's gotta be a treasure trove right there. If I was evil, that's what I would do. I'd say, where is all this stuff hanging out at? Oh, the copyright office, oh, the trademark office, oh, the patent division of the trademark and patent office. I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer. The whole thing needs to be looked into. A lot of crummy people, let's just put it that way. Not everybody, but... So, yeah. And all those things that were knocked off of our ideas and stuff, we are going to claim back by just putting it out there, and we have evidence that we did it first. So, you know, too bad. I gotta tell you something, guys. I have been doing this stuff for a long time. And I can't even describe, it's not even a thing of being happy that finally we are fixing all of it and it's gonna work out well for us. I can't even describe it. I don't have words for that either. It just seems all like a really bad nightmare. Very much like Alice in Wonderland, and I really don't like that fairy tale. Why? Because it was put upon me in a sense. I'm not your Alice, not your mermaid, I'm my own thing, okay? I wasn't amused by your little vetting process trickery. How obnoxious can you get? Very, very deceitful. It's hazing. It's not even real vetting. It was hazing. Did I frustrate you? Good. Jeez. Anyway, on my own thing. Let me be now. What else do I want to say about this? Yeah. So are we clear? I haven't given up my Christian or Jewish heritage or faith. I just want to do everything that I'm talented in and still maintain that background. Okay? I am not going to be categorized by anybody but myself, and I might not even categorize my own self. I want to do everything. I want to live life. Life is for living, not for being obedient to these fools. Everyone is going to give us fair restitution, and we decide what we're satisfied with, not these people. Oh, there's more. That's just 5 little things. Then I could go on this hand, and I could use my toes, and I could use other people's hands. There's a nice long list. It's extremely fair. I'm very confident in myself, and I worked very hard for this. And thank you everybody who has been helping us put these things in place. When the time comes, we will publicly display you, lift you up, give you credit, and be wonderful towards you. And we expect that it would be continuously mutual between the two parties, or as many parties as it will be. Yeah. Another helicopter. They really don't want to give up. Did you guys check out the Los Angeles sky today? We certainly did. We have it all on video. Maybe you see how there's this nice space here? Maybe we'll just put that up while you hear me talking. Has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but you know, why don't you look at that beautiful white line sky. It looks like cocaine dust in the air. It is really obnoxious at this point. You can see it coming out of the back end of the ass of these airplanes. Praise be to God that we have transportation and many modes of it, but I'm sure that God is not pleased that people are being dusted with this stuff. I wasn't given the opportunity to vote yay or nay on it. Obviously, nobody else was. I would say, no, I don't think we want that here. You are infecting and affecting people's lives and health. How many people have died from this kind of stuff? I don't know. Maybe nobody, maybe everybody. I'm very, very curious to find out. So, you know, all you wonderful people who are helping us dig deeper, what is all that crap in the air? We'll give you our test results and show you our samples and stuff. Go to town, have fun with that. God, I'm done. I'm so done. Alright, so, beautifuls and beloveds, I do love you. Excuse the fatigue and sarcasm, but that's where I'm at right now. And, yeah, don't let anybody categorize you. It's one thing to say, hey, you're a really good dancer and you do this really well, but they might do other things, so let them. I just found out that one of my friends didn't just do dance, but they also did pottery. I'm like, I never knew that. I didn't put them in that box only of, or category of dancer, choreographer only. I just didn't know. Now that I know, I'm like, hey, I think I'll hit you up and hire you for something. Pretty nice. Life is for living, guys. Don't let these people boss you around, really. Don't be scared by them. Alright, love you. Bye. Oh God, that's right, I gotta do this.